Morning, everybody. Jeff from Musbucket Valley Garage. We're working on the 2002 Chevy S10 that we got off Facebook Marketplace. And this is turning into one of those things, it's a gift that keeps on giving. Um, we got the transmission back in and got the clutch in. Yesterday, we got the clutch bled on it and all that. Before we wanted to take and put the cylinder head on, we wanted to drain the oil out of it and do an oil change on it. So you can see right here we have a new oil filter on it, which is really easy when you're down in the pit. Okay, as you can see here. So in draining the oil out, I wanted to show you something. And there's a couple of things that could happen when you take and drain the oil out of something. Okay, and we're talking worst possible conditions. Okay, so we've opened up the drain plug, and we've already drained the oil out of it, but I thought this might be of interest to you. So what is the worst possible condition that you can have? Well, you take the drain plug out and there's no oil in it. Okay, that would be one condition. Okay, on the end of this drain plug, there is a magnet so that if there's any metal particulates that come off the bearings or anything, they won't be cycled through the oil pump, okay, and destroy other things. Okay, but if you look at this, there is a bolt that is stuck to the magnet. Okay, so we got to take and fish that out of there. I don't know where this bolt came from. It looks like it might be from the valve cover. There is no path from the valve cover or the valve train down into the pan, because everything is blocked off by water passages or the hydraulic lifters. There's a couple of different ways that we can take and approach this. First off, what we want to do is we want to take and tie something on here, just, like a piece of thread or something, so that when we're poking around in here, we don't lose that back into the pan, okay, because we know where it is right now. Okay, so thinking about it and looking at it last night, there's a couple of options that we have. We can either take and jack the engine up and pull the oil pan off and then fish it out that way. The S10s are a little bit unique and they have a saving grace, and let me show you what that could possibly be. So usually on the GM engines, the oil filler is on top of the valve cover, okay, and there's a cap that goes on there, okay. The dipstick hole that they use is about 3/8 of an inch in diameter, okay, which would be a non-starter for bringing a bolt out there. However, on the S10s, okay, right down here, you can see where the pink string is going down in there, there is a pretty good size hole there for the filler tube for the oil. So what we're going to do is, when we take and tie something to the bolt that we want to get out so we won't lose it, we're going to take and stick a hook in through the drain plug, and we're going to fish out this string that I put in there, and then we're going to fish it over to where the drain plug is, and then we're going to tie it around the bolt and then just pull it out through here, okay, and then that way it should be like a 20-minute job. So we won't have to take and jack the engine up, we won't have to take and pull the oil pan off, all that kind of bad stuff. All right, hope I've given you some real good information here. It can save you a whole heck of a lot of work. And I hope this really helps you out. We'll talk to you next time.